Hey everybody, good morning. Song of Solomon chapter 3 today. And you see it's a fairly short chapter, only 11 verses. And as we see the first half, we see the Shulamite woman, who she is. She has a deep yearning, a desire to be with her man. It says the first verse, it says that I sought him, I didn't find him. I sought the one I love. I looked for the one I love. So she's definitely got this desire already. If you've ever been apart from the one you love, you can understand this. When Billy and I first met, we courted for 3 months, and she went back to Bulgaria for 9 months. I have a little understanding here of what she's going through, because Billy and I were apart for 9 months, and, luckily in our days we had Skype and, all that. They didn't have that back then. So this woman, all she had was just searching the streets. Is he here yet? Is he here yet? Is he here yet? But I love the way in verse 5 ends. It says, do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases. You see, she still says, but I have to let love have its perfect plan. I have to let love do what it's supposed to do. I can't rush into this. I need it. It needs to be complete. It's basically saying, wait. You don't open up your bedroom to anybody that says, I love you. Don't open up, don't get into that. There's a place and a purpose for all of it. As she says, do not stir up love. In other words, let it have its peace. And it is really cool. You see the second portion of chapter 3 is the coming of Solomon, and you see him coming, and picture this in your mind. As he's coming, he's got this palanquin that they call it. In verse 9 is a palanquin, which is a portable and enclosed chair. And then it starts telling you how they made the base of gold, and they made the seat of fine purple linen and stuff like that. And you see, here is her man, almost like a knight. Here he comes. He actually, is a knight in shining armor. He's King Solomon, but he's coming through the woods. He's coming, and all these men around him, and it's just a wonderful display of love. And I pray that you're reading this with your wives, and wives, if you're watching this, read it with your husbands and talk about it, and just reminisce of your own love story, and how God is good, and how His hand has been in your marriage. I didn't mention this before, but there's a movie called The Song, which is actually Song of Solomon. This Bible book played out in a movie. It came out just a few years ago, so it's fairly recent. Really good movie. Billy and I went to see it. We loved it. We talked yesterday, the day before. You read about the Rose of Sharon, and and the character's name. Her name is Rose, and she, from a town called Sharon. So it's a cool movie. I urge everybody to watch it as we're going through this study for the next few days here. Watch it and just see what parts of the Bible you can pick out in the movie. It's fun to do, and watch it with your spouse. Read these verses, read these chapters, read this book with your spouse, and let love have some perfect work in you. Have a great day. I love you all.